President Yvonne Moore. Here. Interim Vice President Sharon Smith. Here. Treasurer Shaladia Porter. Here. President Council Advisor Irene Pope. Here. President Council Volunteer Tracy. Madam President, you have the floor.
Thank you. Item number 3 on our agenda. Approval of our August 23rd, 2022. If you got a chance to take a look at it, if there's no corrections or additions, then I get a motion for approval.
Make a motion to approve the August 23rd, 2022 agenda.
We have a motion for the second.
Second.
It's been properly motion and supported. Can I have a roll call, please?
President Yvonne Moore.
Yes.
Interim Vice President Sharon. Treasurer Shaladia Porter.
Yes.
President Council Advisor Irene Pope. President Council Advisor Volunteer Tracy. Madam President, your agenda is approved.
That brings us down to number 4 on our agenda. Approval of the meeting minutes for August 9, 2022. So I actually get a motion for approval with the necessary corrections for our minutes for August 9, 2022.
I make a motion to approve the August 9th, 2022 minutes with the corrections. The necessary corrections.
Can I get approval? Support? Can I get support? Any discussion?
Old business number 1. There was a typo where it says, all residents still housing aid. There's a number 9.
Also, there was a correction for Interim Vice President Sharon Smith's name. There's no discussion, so can we get a roll call, please?
President Yvonne Moore.
Yes.
Interim Vice President Sharon Smith.
Yes.
Treasurer Shaladia Porter.
Yes.
Resident Council Advisor Irene Pope. Yes. Resident Council Advisor Volunteer Tracy. Madam President, your minutes were approved with the necessary corrections.
That brings us down to number 5, as speakers. Councilman Williams is supposed to be here, so we're just going to go ahead on and keep moving. When he comes in, he can give the list what he has to request. And give us any reports from the brings us down to number 6 on the agenda, committee reports. If there are no committee reports, we will move on to number 7 on our agenda for public comments. Is there any adjustment for anyone who would like to speak? If you do, for 3 minutes, please state your name and where you live.
I wish not to state my name. I think y'all all know who I am for obvious reasons. I really wish, well, I guess I'll wait till Councilman Williams get here in regards to District-1 with the activities over there from you name it. As rent continues to go up, you know, it's like the living conditions continue to go down. So, I mean, I'll pay the $700, that's no issue. But the security over there, I would love to go out on my porch and sit. My kids, I don't even allow them to go outside. I would love to park where I need to park right in front of my house, but I find myself parking down the street for my safety. and my car safety, so it won't get shot up again. Garbage concerns, as far as the garbage cans, they're still like in the roadway. Almost hit one the other day. Is there any way we can, I guess request for them to at least put maintenance or someone to put them on the sidewalk, on the grass part? They're actually in the street. So I'm surprised no one got a ticket or a fine or anything. As far as the resident council complaints, resident complaints and general office complaints, what is the protocol for that? What, do we basically have like a timeline? Say for instance, someone filled out one 2 weeks ago. Do that person wait a month from that date to get a response, or just keep filling them out, or?
So, which one of your concerns do you want to address first?
Probably mainly, the complaints in written form. If you put them in written form.
Yes, so I tell everyone, once you give the complaint, and you write up the complaint and give it to 4,500, then we give it to the resident council. We ask for a solution. If by 2 weeks or 3, we haven't heard a solution, I usually tell the resident to come back and redo that complaint. So that way when I go back and I tell them, and they won't have to say, well, I didn't get the, oh no, it was in almost 3 weeks ago, and nothing has been resolved.
Because I know that everything is date stamped, date stamped. So I was just wondering, what's the significance of doing that when it's no timeline?
It's a timeline, but they're using the fact that they're understaffed to try to say that they don't get a chance to answer complaints. But I have been working on that. I want them to be more responsible as far as our residents are concerned.
So do you think they would do it verbally or in writing? Because
they're going to do both.
Both, okay.
Verbally, and they're going to do it in writing.
And
As far as your garbage cans,
yes.
they are going to start giving out fines to people who do not take their trash can back to the city.
But we don't know who is who. They used to assign the numbers, but everybody then took everybody's garbage can.
No. Well, at one time, Officer Annika was going through and she was pulling the trash cans. And she claimed that she did Parkside all the way. And that she knew whose was whose in Parkside and gave a list to management. So, I didn't know that they were still leaving them out.
Right, and then, as residents, former residents are vacating the premises, it should be something in protocol to pick up their garbage can and take it in storage somewhere, but instead they're leaving them. And last, but not, okay, so we still have a showing of pit bulls as pets. I don't know if they're guest pets, because I have seen visitors come with their dogs and then their dogs jump out the car with them.
It don't matter if they're guests or not. Because if someone lives next door to you and they have a dog, or their guests have a dog, you can actually call the council office, give me the address of the person's house, because they're responsible for their guests and their dog.
Okay.
And if you give me that, I will make sure that animal control comes out, because they'll tell you, I called last week because we were having a problem with this dog. That was in the venue. One pit bull was in the back, didn't know if it was dead or not, but either way, I had him out there saying that I just need to know.
And
Address, similar, close,
skunk issues, is that out of our hands, or we just might as well get along with the skunk holes and whatever kind of holes? I think that's a skunk hole. I'm no pet professional, so.
I know. So, they're saying, because they, just like the groundhogs, we're not supposed to kill them, we're not supposed to kill them.
Because they're wildlife, yeah. I ran out of rocks to cover the holes around my porch. So, but I know they can't stay there or they're gonna have to pay rent. So, it was a family of them at once. They did, put some new dirt down, and I asked them, not to kill them from my son's request, because he's real sensitive when it comes to animals. And he said, "Ma, they have babies, they got a right to live." Okay, well, they can live somewhere else on somebody else's porch. I just don't wanna come out and get sprayed, because, oh boy, if I get sprayed with that stuff, whatever, that come out, whatever. I'm coming up here smelling just like that, and I'm going everywhere in rage, because I don't even know how to get it off.
Tomato juice.
Who? Tomato juice?
Just take it back.
And if they squirt you in your eye, I heard you get blind. Is that true? I ain't trying to find out. Yeah, I got some shields on, but I ain't trying to find out either. That's what I heard. And then I'm gonna save some of the other questions for Councilman Williams. But you already know about the parking lot issues with the extra activities in connection with it.
Extra activities in the parking lot issues. I've been trying to work on, trying to push me off of security. You know, I got too big of mouths that will push me off of security. So
Okay.
I'm working on that because as far as the lights, comments on video. As far as the lights and everything and stuff, trying to make sure that we take care of that. Come on in, Mr. Jones.
And then just the last one. With the parking lot issues, because as it pertains to peace, it was something I read that was in our lease, if they disturbing the peace
Yes, ma'am.
or whatever, and yeah,
The only thing about that though, you can call them, you're not gonna come.
No, they're not.
Saying that, they swear that we have a shortage in,
Law
law
enforcement.
enforcement right now. But they swear they're working on trying to get some of that auxiliary to go through the academy and be able to be.
Okay. Well, they wouldn't have an address because the activities mostly take place in the vacant units on their porches, so you can't record their addresses. And then the section.
But you can.
You can?
If you give me the vacant address, I can always let housing know and our and our housing officer, officer know. But also I will let Chief Rector. He said that he's working on a plan that we'll be able to work together. I still don't feel they do a neighborhood watch. That's not going to work. And I try to tell them that's not going to work. We forgot I think they forget where we live at. They're not going to do a neighborhood watch. Well, you don't want to, who don't want to be called a snitch. Nobody wants no retaliation because, that they've told them, oh yeah, they was out there, they're going to kind of know.
I mean, they can have their own section, but don't raise my rent and I'm still living with this. You know what I'm saying? Put me in the section where people work and they go to sleep. They got dignity, morals, and everything else to go with that. I mean, you can put them folks on that side. But this is the last one, the Section 8. I noticed the list is open until the 30th. Do we have to reapply if we're already on it? It says something about the Section 8. Is that for?
That's Wayne.
That's one. It's not. So it's in general. It's not just Inkster. Okay.
Because ours is closed. We're not accepting any right now. We're not giving out any right now.
Okay. And then as that pertains to the Section 8 list, I know you can't go into detail what they're doing with the vacant units. I mean, it really looks deserted out there. I mean, I'm getting off work around about 6, but still I'm like this. It's daytime. I mean, all these vacant units, that's scary. Is the list moving?
The list is moving because they're going to tear them all down.
Parkside too?
I'd say they're going to probably take it and go on market.
And that concludes.
Telling you guys, nobody's listening to me. I guess I'm gonna have to go to everybody's house and knock on the door to let them know. I keep telling them, you gotta speak up. Come on, let's go. I can't do this by myself. They're gonna tear it down. They're gonna tear the one down. They're gonna take Parkside, they don't know if they're gonna go, but they're gonna do right now.
So we don't know if we're getting vouchers to
No,
move
they-
out?
Now,
Oh, okay. That answers my question, and that concludes all my questions. Thank you for your time.
Public comments are still open. You have any comments, Mr. Jeff?
As far as y'all units and everything, they definitely tearing the gardens down. If you ain't got a voucher by then, they gonna move you either in Denby or Parkside.
Maybe,
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 they told me maybe,
maybe.
So don't get my hopes
No,
high.
I said maybe, don't get your hopes up. Because,
Okay.
they've got to
Can you
go
repeat
through
that,
and
please?
they're gonna tear the gardens down. They're gonna take them people that's in gardens and relocate them either to Denby or Parkside. But Parkside, there's still a lot of vacant units that's open in Parkside, and it's still in Denby, that they need to be there first.
right.
I know. And they're not gonna get vouchers because they don't have any vouchers to give.
Well, this big packet that I got in the mail said that they were relocating you while they were doing all of this. So you said they're not relocating?
The relocation will be either in Denby or Parkside, if you live in the north.
Okay. And it says that for about a year.
It's gonna be more than a year. Now, these guys don't get it. When they tear down the building, they keep saying they're gonna only tear down, they're gonna do so many at a time. That's what they keep lying and saying, they're gonna do so many at a time. But if you listen, when you go to these resident meetings and listen to them and they talking, you'll hear her say, they're gonna tear them all down and put you guys, relocate you who they can. The units, it's gonna take at least 2 years, 2 to 2.5 years. Because remember, when you tear something down, it's gotta be rebuilt back up, right? But you gotta go back through all the stuff that they have to get to rebuild it back. Got your permits, got your materials, you got all that stuff. Everything's gotta be rebuilt back up. When they do that, and if you go to the meetings, you'll see the model. They're either gonna put, nothing's gonna be over the 3-bedroom. So that leaves out the people who need the 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom. They're gonna do market rate, tax credits, no tax credits are people that aren't poor, and low income. So how many low income housing apartments you think they're gonna make?
20, probably 20%.
But me, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just put it out there, because that's what I'm supposed to do, to let them know. But they're not listening. Everybody's coming, because they're thinking that if they do this, that they're gonna get a voucher, they're gonna be able to move. They don't
Because that's
have-
what they said.
They don't have tenant-based vouchers to
When did you get your
to
letter?
move. And probably what they're gonna
Your
do is
packet.
do project-based vouchers, and that voucher stays with the unit.
You still, you have your money?
I can't seem to get our
Oh, yeah,
residents
you
to
got yours.
understand that factor.
You been okay?
Understand that.
Until it's too late.
Yes.
That's gonna be the problem.
Yeah, but see, the problem is, that's why we're here, to let you know what's going on, so you open up your eyes.
That's.
But they're
true,
not
but how
moving
many
them to
people are
Parkside
really
either. That's
receptive
false.
to
Have you been,
hearing
have you
something
seen
that's going
Parkside?
to change everything about their life existence?
They're not, but they can make, but little do they know, if they come together, they can stop this.
Easily. They can easily
They can
stop.
stop the whole thing,
Yeah.
but they don't. I've been preaching this for years. We're stronger than numbers. If they don't listen, they can stop, that can put a halt to the whole thing. You can be able to bring in the company you want to bring in. Let me give you an example. We went to go and look at a company. They remodels. Excellent. I love the part that they want to help you. They want to train you. They want to come in. First they'll come in and tear everything out. Gut it all out. They say that the brick and mortar that we have now, that's standing has withheld for so many years. And the brick and mortar you buy now ain't worth a crap. So they was like, we took us to this, they done it. You know, they took it. They all ran electrical, all ran plumbing, the big bulky fuse box that we have in there, they consolidated that down to one little thing. All brand new appliances in, all brand new fixtures, the ceiling fans, and also the air conditioning. Now, they said that they could do that. They would give the person, they said it would take long for them to do that for each unit. They would take a section. These people, they would get $2,500. They'd be back in their unit no later than a month and a half. Because they would do it soon. They hire people that that's here, that they could be able to do that. They want that.
No, we don't need to be doing that. We just
They don't want that. And then the best part for me was, they would train their residents so that way the only thing we would have to call them for was the big ticket items like your furnace, you know. But everything else you would know how to do. You would know how to, if something went wrong with your pipe underneath, they train you how to tighten that pipe. You know, they train you how to make sure that you get your filters changed, show you how to do the electrical. They're going to train you to do all this. So the only thing that we do, they don't want that done.
That's funny, that sounds like something we do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny.
But you see, they don't want that part there. And then it's easier for you to just say, I'm going to bring this company, and this is what they're going to do. They sat there and they said the surveys that they sent out for everybody, that told them what they wanted. They never asked the residents, what do they want? What do they want to see? They have never made that. And that's my problem with all this. And I've been steady.
Well, I got a proposition. Right now, it's maybe what? Vacant units between houses, what, like 300?
It's close. It's close to that.
It's somewhere up in
It's
there.
close to that. It's close
Yeah,
to that
it's-
because out of 720 units,
Exactly.
you know, we
So-
have a big vacancy.
So,
But my thing is this though, Joe. Why do we have this vacancy and then why are we gonna have a problem? When somebody moves, they don't go in and turn the unit. They EPS it.
What
But
all
it's
stuff
looking
is.
like crap, it's stinking like crap. And then we got mold buildup, then you got roaches in there, then you got, all this in
The
there.
plumbing.
I can steady saying, you gotta, when, a long time ago, maintenance did the turning of the units. Came in the morning, before 10, they stayed late to after 6 o'clock, and they turned the units. That, now you get, it's 4:30, I'm staying for 4:30.
As soon as the unit is empty, they were supposed to take the stove and refrigerator out.
Well, they said that was too much. Just like I told you, they eliminated how we got all these sheets and we got this newspaper. I just don't get it. But I guess I should be happy because we had room for them. But the problem is there used to be the less we put blinds and curtains up to your window, you did not get your refrigerator or stove. But they took us out of practice. Y'all trying to resurrect Miss Carter. They ain't ready for Miss Carter. Miss Carter had a They don't follow through.
all right, so being that they don't follow through, why don't you just put something together and force their hand? So there's enough residents inside of housing right now. All you need is a petition signed.
Well, I know that because I did a petition and I got everybody to sign it. I mean, they was on it.
And who did you take it to?
Oh no, we were getting rid of somebody.
Oh, you talking about Paul? Listen, that was different.
No, it's no different because guess what?
No.
When I say it's no different, Joe, I'm saying it like this. Like I just said, I'm gonna have to go. That's what we did before to get the signature. We had to go, stand there, tell them what was up,
Yeah.
tell them what was going on, and then tell them. Sign the petition, you come to this meeting, come to this meeting? It was packed. It was packed. Standing room only, you know, but they made sure.
You know I remember.
They made
I was
sure-
on that table.
But they made sure that I could not speak. They didn't want me to speak because they knew what was going on. And the problem was with that was because they got mad at me because they wanted me to give them the names. I won't give them the copy names. Like I told them, when you go to vote, the candidate you vote for don't ask you, oh, I need to know the name of everybody who voted for me. No, that's not how that works. You have a copy of the petition. That was the only thing you need. If I do this now, and try to go out, I need people to go. We need reinforcement. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want to end up taking a gun with me to go. To knock on somebody's door. Because my temper is not the best. And she knows. I told you, we can always take them home to the lockbox. But like I told her, I don't want to do that. You know?
No, but seriously though, right?
But seriously,
But-
with the petition, it works.
I
It
know.
really does.
I know.
You know, it really
And this
does.
is the same way they can shut down any future plans that they had. That's
Well,
just
like
as
she
simple to
said,
do.
just like what Chicago did, they took over their own, the residents room.
Exactly. That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Yes, it is supposed to be that.
I can't get them to see this and I can't get them to hear this, Joe, I can't.
But it's
Click
like,
it, Kim.
I'm getting to the point
I
where
got
I've got to go
plans
and
for it.
talk.
I got plans for it.
I got, because like I told them, when we went up to Lucas Housing in Ohio, these people, the man said that he can't function without resident council. He cannot even begin to try to run Lucas Housing without his resident. But they don't call them resident council, they call them their resident ambassadors. But you see, our problem here, we got too many sheep.
Chiefs,
not enough
not
Indians.
Indians.
And they think because you're trying to talk to the residents, you're trying to turn them against them. No, I'm trying to make sure that they know what's going on. Know that they can have better than this. That's why everybody who knows me know I tell you, you don't live in no projects. You live in low income housing. You live in projects. You're not in projects. So I mean, I gotta try to get like I told him, I'm not gonna pay you to come to the resident council. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna give out no gift cards. I'm not gonna buy a whole bunch of food. And just like I said, just like even for the commission meeting, when I told people to come up, what was it, the month before that? He had left out because there was a bunch of people in there. He said, oh, what happened? Somebody told him that we was buying some chicken.
Yep.
Oh, y'all folks, chicken and watermelon.
He thought there wasn't nobody.
I know I would have been there chicken.
Wasn't that what it said?
I wouldn't have told nobody.
So you see, I just need to go out, I need people to go, like you stand there, I need you to go with me. We all going.
Listen, you know how many bow ties and bean pies we can have on the project? That's simple.
The bean,
No.
the bean pies is good. The bean pies is good.
I know what she's talking about, but realistically, we gotta accept that's
No, we don't.
bad over there.
I don't live in a project.
I know you don't live in the projects,
I live in low income.
but speaking from the outside,
I know, they look at it like we're in the project. That's why they the first thing they say is that they don't want nothing, they don't want nothing, they don't wanna do nothing.
Yo.
They don't want, they say it to me.
What about-
Why we gonna help them? But see, we gotta learn how to help ourselves.
you need to set the over.
Anything, so, this is, any more public comments? Say your name, please. Say your name. And where you live.
My name is Jennifer Bishop. They call me Louisville Augusta May Jenkins.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so back at the beginning of the year, no, back in like November of last year, I got the packet in the mail to do my lease. And I filled the lease out and turned it, it had a, envelope where you send it back to. So I sent it back, but wherever it was some. Oh, okay, I was gonna say West, but yeah, it was somewhere else, and it didn't dawn on me at the time. So in February, March, I did another recertification. And I was scared to ask about it, so I just waited the time out until I got a letter in the mail, thinking that the letter in the mail was gonna tell me, you know, I need to be paying rent in the house, but it didn't say that. It said that I didn't do my recertification and that they wanted to get their property back by August the 7th. So I goes around there and I don't even have to state my case, because when I go around there, the lady that I did the second thing to, didn't even have my paperwork there or my recertification or my personal information and stuff that I had gave her. So the lady told me that she wasn't here anymore and the best that she could do is give me another packet to have it turned in. Okay, so that was 3 months ago. So everything that I, got to turn in, of course, has to be all renewed at this point. So I'm just here to make sure that, I know it wasn't a technical get out paper, but I did this twice and now I got to do it again and I'm going to get put out. So she said it too. So is it something that everybody going through?
I was I did 6 already. It's something that's going on with this.
Actually, it's the system for navigate. I'm not sending the actual list once navigate says the list and let them know they can validate it. They're supposed to update the list and look at it and say, okay, this person, all this stuff is protected. That's not because of all the people that we've lost in the last 6 months. We have been through 5 housing aids, 2
So the reason why that alarms me is because usually when I do these recertifications, I just fill that paper out and then they just send me the paper. And this time, they made me go through the rigmaroles of giving them all my personal information and everything. And now you telling me you don't know where this lady at with my paperwork, and now you don't know where my paperwork
I know
is.
we talking about she gave his eyes.
I can understand that.
And as far as them, they hired them because we had certifications that had not been done for like the last 6 and 7 and 8 years.
Yeah.
So we had people who were paying rent and paying $1 or $7 or $2 or $3 and thought that was cool. They had a recertification, which is supposed to be a recertification every year, and they had not had recertification for like the last 7 or 8 years. So they hired Dan McKay to do the research, and hoping that that would help. Didn't help. It screwed it all up. Screwed it all up.
Okay, so I need to fill out the recertification paper. I got all the paperwork and the information, and that's the reason why I came around here. It's because at this point, I'm not giving them all my information all over again. I done sent it to another state. I done gave it to some lady that ain't even here no more, and now
You know Miss Sandra, right? Man, over here, right on that side.
not unless she's somebody Miss Moore talked to, I don't know. I'm sorry. What she do? That's who I need to talk to?
Say her damn case, she just in her research, right?
She'll do it, she shouldn't, but she'll do it.
But, Sutton is the one that did
Yes.
I was gonna say, is there a particular person?
Yes, to make a study, I'll give you a phone number before you leave, you can call her.
Okay. Thank you, I appreciate that. Problem solved.
So that closes public comments. Which brings us down to number 8 on our agenda, old business. So as you know, they're still telling residents to call housing aid and asset management for appointments, but you don't know who to call because there's no one available in the management office for the moment. And sometimes you can catch Ms. Robinson over here for Parkside. So, usually she's over on the other side. She gets so cold. But usually she's calling Ms. Robinson, Ms. Robinson, Parkside.
Take it up to the front desk now, you know,
I know. Yeah, I know. So right now, we don't really have an asset manager or housing. Your best bet is to try to call Ms. Sutton, Tamika Sutton, because right for now, she is still over asset management. So, I will give everybody a number for unless you want to write it down now.
That's all you.
Ms. Sutton's number is 313-850-8065. I'll repeat it again, 313-850-8065. And that's Tamika Sutton. 313-850-8065. Progress work orders. If you have work order, you put that work order in 2 weeks ago, and you haven't seen nobody, heard anybody call, resident council office, you can call the 734-722-3738, or either call my personal number, 313-971-8775. 971-8775. And I will make sure, just let me know when you put in the work order, please make sure you ask who you're speaking to. Make sure you write down the time and the date. Because we have problems with people saying, oh, they didn't put the work order. No, I need you to write that down.
if it's like an emergency too on the work orders, you can kind of push the issue or force the issue,
Yes.
and it'll kind of get done faster. Opposed to just putting the work order in and expecting them to come look at it.
Right, so you have to call the president council office. But you know, the new work order number for is 734-351-541. It's on your agenda.
Or you can let it
So
clean out.
Rachel not here no more either?
I'm sorry.
Rachel not here no more?
Oh, no, Rachel's been Been gone. So,
Yeah, they hold administration flip.
the board commission meeting, I have every third Tuesday of the month. They are in person, 100 East Road, 6:30. Please come and bring somebody with you.
What was that?
Commissioner meeting. Commissioner meeting. Trust me, it gets good. I don't know how to keep my mouth. I'll be off a bit to keep it shut up. $20. I told him add another 100 to that. So, 20. All right, city council meetings are held every first and third Monday of the month unless in the Monday falls as a holiday, and it will be that following Tuesday. You need to attend city council meetings so that you know what's going on. I'm gonna skip this for a second. The planning committee, you really need to check those out on the second and fourth Thursday of the month at 6:30 at City Hall. They both are, because I know you know that they passed 6 ordinances to add some more marijuana facilities. The only that
Well, they gonna put them in
it was actually 7 on the docket, but they moved that one.
We're gonna be the capital of Puff City.
Bring that money here, let it come, what you mean?
But the point, okay, I
Pass
don't
the
care
smoke.
about that, but the part is that You can bring the money, but will we benefit from it?
Right.
Okay, so realistic. If you look at the overall picture of everything, right now, Inkster don't have any time.
I know.
There's nothing in Inkster but liquor stores and,
Motels.
So now it's nothing to bring you here. Why would I want to live here? There's no school.
no doubt, but wait, listen. You got these dispensaries coming in, right? These dispensaries are generating money. And when they generate money, they have to put back into the environment in which they're sucking the money from.
What percentage though? What percentage at what cost?
Realistically, 2% is good.
But realistically, think about it. If I go to dispensary, like prior to I'll just put the club on Michigan Avenue, they supported, they gave $100,000 for the police. But now, they're not talking about that much. They're talking about $15,000, $20,000. That's not enough. That's a drop in the bucket.
All right,
Seriously.
15, 20,000, you can open 2 schools with
That's a
15,000.
drop in the bucket.
I understand.
They need to be, I can't see me supporting. If you make $200,000-$300,000 and you want to only give me 20, you need to support. We have no police here. So if you think each one of these that they pass, give $100,000 for the police force. Do you know what we could be?
All right, so
so
hear me out. You know I got the devil's advocate right now.
Come on.
So the police department is 501c3, a nonprofit,
I know.
right?
Yes.
So what's wrong with just creating another one?
Meaning what, another police?
Another security that's going to protect
Because
their
they
neighborhood.
don't want to do that because just like for instance, through HUD here, it's federal, so they can't, there's no weapons come out. That's one of the big problems because that's one of the problems why we don't have security now after 5. But if they had police here, you know, then, I'm talking for $100,000, you can be able to get your police where it won't be just auxiliary police. And they can come in and take care of them. They can tell them they can't care of them.
See, so once
But
again,
security, they're not gonna let a security company come in here and be armed. That's the problem. And let's be realistic, from 5 in the afternoon to 5 in the morning, you cannot come in here talking about you coming to do no security and not be armed.
can a regular citizen make a citizen arrest on you?
They can make a citizen arrest, but all they can do is hold me.
So wait, time out.
Can I finish? Okay, wait, but listen. Let's just say this. You see me, I got my boot. I got her on the ground. But you see me, you grab me up from off the ground, I got my gun. You're a citizen. Police ain't coming until you cut a call. I can shoot up and down with it.
True.
You know?
True.
So I mean, you gotta think about all of that. Because like I said, from 5 in the afternoon to 5 in the morning, there's nobody in their right mind that would commit suicide to come in here without being armed to take care of any type of security in housing. And not even housing, even the houses that's on the outside of housing, that surrounds housing, which is Inkster, because we're part of Inkster. I mean, that's suicide. Because they get just as much calls and just as much powers that we do. Because, you know, it's just, they were shooting last night. They were shooting last night.
They shoot every night.
Yeah, they were shooting last night. They were shooting the night before.
That's because there is no fear of
Accountability.
Yeah. So in turn, I can pretty much do whatever I want, right?
Because they know that we don't have the police, the capability of taking care of what we need.
Correct. Now what I'm saying.
You have marijuana facilities coming in here. So you tell me that because you're gonna only give me $15,000 or $20,000, but you're gonna make $200,000, $300,000, or maybe more than that. But you can't support giving me so much money for the police. So that way you can be able to spend, because it's not trying to be funny, what makes you think that they won't break into your facility?
So with that, like I said, starting with the simple assaults or murders and all that in our
The
neighborhood.
murders ain't simple.
So-
Now they regular these fools with 20 and 30 bullets, that's
That's because these young dumb, they're idiots.
Yeah, they are.
They're idiots. It only take one shot to kill somebody. But I'm gonna shoot you 69 times to send a message.
You have to make sure
Okay.
that you're there.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, there's enough citizens that are armed in the city that can protect us.
Don't do that. Don't do
Don't
that.
do what?
Because you gonna have these fools out here acting up.
I would prefer to have them acting up. What are you talking about?
It's already
At least
done, they already
not gonna
doing
kill
it.
nobody. They gonna shoot you to kind of, just disable you a little bit or take you down.
Self-defense.
Exactly. Well,
In my case, self-defense.
That's what I mean. It's self-defense. So if you're protecting your neighborhood, why can't you?
But see,
My
but that's the
household.
problem right there. What did I just say? They're talking about that we should be able to do a neighborhood watch. They're not, they don't want to do that, because half of them scared. They're scared of retaliation, so they don't want to do a neighborhood watch. I mean, let's be realistic here. You look out your window, you see, that was me. I see this young man. I see him run. He got a gun, and I see him run. But then I turn around and I call the police. He looked right in my face and see me. So then I'm supposed to call 9. People tell me he's not gonna realize, oh, hey, I know who called on me. I remember how the cops. And that's the mentality they have. That's what it is. That there's gonna be retaliation.
And it will be.
Yeah, and it is. But I'm gonna go ahead to this. Really.
Hey, what's up, council?
That's what it is. Last night.
Thank you for coming this morning. I'm trying to jump.
As we said, Mr. Wanda G,
Trying to jump.
bulk pickup every first and third Wednesday of the month. Please do not throw anything behind your house. Please, no, to the first and third Wednesday every month they pick up mattresses and whatever, plywood, furniture, stuff like that. They pick it up and make sure. The Inkster Community and Committee, we hosted a backpack giveaway on August 20th. That was of all the organizations that came together for Inkster, the Cream, National Christian Action, Task Force, Resident Council, Green Hill Baptist Church, Middlebelt Baptist, just to name a few, Inkster Housing. I can truthfully say Mr. Cooper was a trooper. He did stay in the dump tank. He kind of dumped him a lot. And also the Big Town Riders, President, he was a trooper. He even took off his prosthesis leg and got into the tank. So I thought that was something.
Wow.
So we just want to say it was a huge success. It did come to really meant something special. So we're gonna just work on our next outing very soon. Let's skip on down to new business. Inkster Housing Commission has a new commissioner on board. His name is Mr. Greg Gillette. He came to our last commissioner meeting. We welcomed him. We're looking for him to be able to come in and add something special to the commission board. And he said he's really interested in working with our contractors and all of our vendors and our residents. Twin Towers today, they had a grand opening at 3 o'clock. They put a computer lab down in the basement. The contractors, they fixed that. They did an excellent job. I believe it was from, what's the name of it? Oh, okay.
Or the contract company. Oh, one.
Yeah, no, what's the contract company? The Learners?
One.
Oh, the Learners, okay. They did an excellent job on the computer room. The floor was immaculate. If you get a chance to go down in the Twin Towers, it's 19,000 Inkster Road. You can get a chance to take a look at it. It's really nice. Tomorrow, the executive director, Mr. Aaron Cooper, will do resident meetings. Tomorrow, he will start at Twin Towers. He's going to be there from 11 in the afternoon. Then he's going to go on guards from 1 to 2. Then from Then from Debbie, he'll be at the Vision Center, from 3 to 4. Please make these resident meetings. I will be at each and every one. If you have some questions, please write it down so that you don't forget anything. They have decided they're gonna try to redo the lift zone here, by Comcast. They're supposed to be getting some new computers. I hope they do. That's the only way that you'll be able to access the lift zone. If you have your own computer, you're welcome to bring that one. We'll be located here at the Central 29150 Carlyle. I really don't know exactly when they're planning on starting this, but I know we'll probably be the first part of September. Spring Hill Baptist Church, along with Inkster Housing Resident Council, will be hosting a Get Acquainted picnic at the Vision Center, 4360 Hickory Street, on Saturday, September 24th, 2022, from 12 to 3. That's with Pastor Johnny Harrison. He said he will be contacting the other pastors in the area so that we'll be able to get, he would like to have everyone from out of Inkster to come and get acquainted with the residents from Inkster. We need to come together more. When he came out, he did a walkthrough in Denby, and most of the residents told him that they felt like the church should have a more visible place in housing. We're also taking donations for Halloween. It never starts too early for that. So, of course, if you want to make a donation, always get in touch with the resident council. Our office is either at 27441 Lehigh, or you can always catch us here at the 29150 Simmons Building, anytime between 10 and 2:30, maybe 3. If not, you can always get into contact with the resident council office at 734-722-3738 number. I'm going to move down to the treasurer's report. Ms. Porter.
Quarterly report has been given to the executive board.
Thank you so much. Crime report is Officer Summers. She has not came. I've talked to her. I did tell her I need her to give us an accurate report of what's going on in Inkster. I know there's certain things she cannot indulge and let us know, but I would like to know so the council can know exactly which area. We already know that we hear gunshots and shooting every other night. So, like I told her, she said, well, they don't report it. I said, well, we can report it because we know it's there.
Is she new?
No, she's actually taking Miss Officer Anderson's place because Officer Anderson is expecting a baby. And so her husband did not want her in the streets.
Understand.
So they switched. She went to the streets and she took the desk. That brings us down now to public comments. Before I start public comments, I want to let everyone know that Councilman George Williams just walked through the door. And so, would you like to say a few words before I open up public comments?
I'd just like to remind people that, I know, I thought that the backpack at the recreation complex was turned out beautiful. However, we have those who did not make it. Smith Chapel Church and Womack Temple will be given over there events with backpacks, various things like that. Okay, and then on September the 3rd, that's what I said, Recreation Department will be putting on another backpack. So if you know kids that did not make it and didn't get it, make sure they know the direction where to go. Smith Chapel Church, Womack Temple, that's on Harriet and Cherry, and then the recreation complex on the 3rd September.
Thank you. Now, public comments are not open. Is there someone who has any concern or comments that they would like to voice at this time? We have 3 minutes. Stand up, state your name.
Comments for the councilman?
Public comments, doesn't matter.
Okay. Resident, District-1, I'm just gonna say. The violence, our main concern, safety. I mean, and it got to 24 hours now, where I'm even scared to come through my door at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no shame in their game. Boop, 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 boop. These not the little poo-poops, these the gauges, okay? The ones that you see in the movies, that you ain't coming back, those kind. And it's no accountability.
That everyday thing I call.
Every day.
Yeah, you haven't talked to anybody at the police department?
Do they come? They come after the fact, and I understand they got families to go home to, too. But just like the Army, the military, you sign up for this type of work. So come out, assess the situation, protect, serve, safety. No, they come out with the flashlight and just do a drive-by. The stuff continue to go on, the partying in the parking lot. Some people work, we all don't party. You know, and in the lease, it does say something about respecting the peace of your neighbor. If you go against that, that's an automatic eviction. We are responsible for our guests. Clause in there somewhere, I don't know. I mean, it just seemed like it's no accountability. We're showing favoritism. What message is it sending? It's sending, we run this town. Mayor who? Council who? Board who? Commissioners who? We got this, we run this, and there's no accountability. So safety first. If they're raising rent, can we get a decent place to live in? The logo, I think the hood logo say that. Decent, safe, sanitary. I mean, can we get all those 5 stars? You either part of the problem or you part of the solution. That's it. Thank you.
Can I say something? First of all, I think that, I don't know if she knew or not, but I know a lot of you know that I've been dealing with Cooper and the police department and everything about that area. Okay, every time I said they said they've been going over there. Okay, so what I do tomorrow, put it on record, that I will meet with the chief. Okay, maybe next time you have your meeting, I have him to come out here. Okay, because it doesn't make sense. Okay, because they know about Parkside.
Excuse me, I guess what about,
See, they know about Parkside. Okay, and I know they got some people working over there at the Parkside. So let me take it back and say, hey, what happened? Because I understood, I know they would have been over there. Okay. Because the mayor himself had also jumped on the chief about what we're doing about Parkside. Okay, Cooper matter of fact, put the cameras and all that stuff over there. So maybe we need to have a meeting to find out what we're doing there. But I would ask him to come to your next meeting.
appreciate it, because no cameras.
Give me the date and I'll tell them to come out here and explain to people what's happening.
No cameras have been put anywhere except for over there by 4500.
I can't do it.
I said, no cameras have been put anywhere else but over by 4500. And then that was already, they was telling me about the lighting, I told them I know, but the lighting is done over by 4500. But the lighting needs to be repaired, and more lighting needs to be repaired at the Parkside, as we come in, and even in Denver, when you come in, it's dark, but it's not dark at 4500's parking lot. It's like you're on the spotlight, like you're on the top of the stage. So it's like,
Okay, let me look into it. I'll get with you, and then she can inform you of what's going to happen over there, what is happening. Because first of all, I know you got a lot of calls over there. It should be documented. Okay, if you're not doing his job, then we just have to have that conversation.
When you say documented, I don't want my personal information. They did that before.
You don't
They
need
did
to.
it before.
I can just walk into the police station and say, how many runs have you
No,
had
they have
at
came to
Parkside?
my door.
Huh?
They came to my door like snitch alert.
that was the dispatch that they were working on, but they said they were not working on this
Okay, so if that's happening, that's something we need to put an end to.
Right.
Okay, and see, that, all down my street and stuff, I had an end put to that, okay? Because every time I would call them to come on my street, they would come in my house. And I said, well, what's wrong? I know the new chief that we got now don't do that.
Well, they used to because where I was centered at, they said, oh, well, they don't give us an address, we just know to come in this center. Don't come to my house, you know, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make me look like a snitch.
So I'll take it and respond back to you.
And they had put it in warrants before they went to Governor Whitner and got a warrant to get the cameras, because I'm one of the fortunate ones to have ADT. I have to have some extra eyes or something, you know, just in case something happened. But like I told them, I pay this bill. They don't pay my ADT bill. Get y'all own camera. Don't be riding on mine making it look like I'm a snitch. Then they go to Governor Whitner and get a warrant for my arrest if I don't give them the camera access. Did you know that? They've been bullying me for my ADT system. And I'm going to keep it because I need extra eyes. This is for what happened to me.
So who is that harassing you about your camera?
You need to go, it's on record.
Okay, but I'm saying, it's on record at Inkster Police Station?
Yes, and Michigan State, they got a warrant for I told them no. I'm not participating in that, and I'm not showing up in court. You're not using my ADT cameras thing to make it look like I'm a snitch. But you try to tell the outsiders that you looking like a snitch. It's out of my hands. If they come for a warrant for 3 white big old cops came to my door, looked in the mirror and was like, we have a warrant for your arrest. I had to get them access to my cameras. Yes, the true story. And it happened more than one time. More than one time. Every time a crime, every time a crime go down. Every time a crime go down. That's not right though.
So they think every time a crime go down?
Yeah, because I had a camera, but they don't want to pay my bill. And they want to go up on my rent. And then they give, did you know, all the ones that they had a warrant for their arrest, they give the names and the addresses. Did you know that? My name is on document on that. Talk about something. We noticed that at this address, she had ADT security cameras, so we're going to use it for evidence. So I said, who else get a copy? Oh, everyone else we arrested out here. I said, oh, okay, so see how you set me up? See how you set me up? But I need the cameras because my house and my car got shot up a while back. I need extra eyes because if the cops are not going to protect me, I got to, any means necessary. I got to do what I got to do. But I want to have some extra eyes to say, hey, this was self-defense.
Let me ask you one question. Is there any vacancies over by your house?
It's so many. It's like deserted, so deserted. And that's scary because if you're coming in at night from work, which I do sometimes, I'm looking not only for the skunks, for the skunks. Who you gonna scream to? Who you gonna scream to? I mean, it's so many empty units there.
Yeah, it's going to be more empty units there because
well, get me out.
Situation they're going to do.
Get me out.
Okay. And I don't know whatever they come in. What's the next meeting for what they're supposed to tell the
We have a resident meeting tomorrow.
It's going to be a meeting tomorrow?
I don't know what they're planning on discussing with residents tomorrow, but he will be meeting with residents tomorrow. Twin Towers at 11, what I say, more than 1 p.m. and then really at 3.
But it's for their residents, right? It's for their
all day
residents.
For the
tomorrow.
One Garden residents, it'll be from 1 to 2. I got it.
Not for Parkside though.
And then, no, it doesn't say Parkside, it says just,
Can you do me a favor? Or can you text me the places and the time?
yes.
Okay. All right. I'll be at the meeting tomorrow.
But I would, if I was you, if you lived in Parkside, I would spread the word and come to One Garden.
Come to Lamont Garden.
At 1 o'clock.
But what if they say, ma'am, this Lamont,
They can't take it. You have a right to go to a resident meeting. You're a resident.
but I'm not of
Doesn't
Lamont.
matter. You have a right to go to any resident meeting that they have. Even though you don't.
And you already know why they ain't gonna do Parkside, cause I'm gonna show up. So, but that's fine. I
You
just,
ain't gonna do
no,
Parkside?
they ain't gonna do, they tired of seeing me, George. I got some stories for you.
What's the difference with you?
No, I got the backstories.
You got the back story?
They don't wanna deal with
You mean
me.
tell me I'm not getting the back story?
They have to do Parkside.
They don't wanna deal with me, George.
They're not concentrating on Parkside. That's why they're not.
They gonna do Parkside.
They're gonna do, because we're gonna have a resident meeting for Parkside, but I say, if you wanna know what's going on, come to the meeting and move on. They cannot tell you that you cannot come into that resident meeting. That's a resident.
And I can ask my question for Parkside.
You can ask your question.
Okay.
I'll be there anyway, so it's not like, I will be there.
Yeah, well, the contractors, I think most of them, they ain't gonna wanna answer too much for Parkside, cause they're not doing Parkside.
Yeah.
They're gonna be talking about them on 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But your director would be there,
Right.
and the commissioners. Some
And
who
the
come.
resident council presidents.
Right.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, yes, 1 o'clock, from 1 to 2. So, all right, so, public comments are now closed, executive comments, let me start right in the table. Our report, resident advisor, any comments? Tracy, any comments? So, let's report, treasurer, any comments?
No.
Interim Vice President, Ron Smith, any comments? Our Secretary, Diana Johnson, any comments at this time?
I need them to do my meeting. I'm serious. I'm burning them. And they already know this. I've already put it in. And it's the 4th time I'm getting ready to turn in this work order tomorrow. Because that way they're in my house.
Just, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers has been there. Okay, we'll make sure, once you turn it in, I will call him and make sure. I'm sorry, whatever you call it. All right, I don't have any comments. I really would like to try to make sure that sometime beginning of the month, we can get out and talk to the residents and everyone that is going on. We'll get a petition drawn up, so I'll give you more information on that. Part of our next meeting will be September 13th, 2022, 5 p.m. And we'll either be here or back. So on that note, I'd like the motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn today's meeting, August 23rd, 2022. Is there any comment? Yes. Councilman Vice President Schreiber, Treasurer Schreiber, President Council Advisor Irene Pope, President Council Advisor Volunteer Tracy Allen. President, your meeting is adjourned at 6:24.
I appreciate everybody coming out.